Hi, well today on the show, Barnet Bain, who's the creator of movies such as What Dreams May Come and the Celestine Prophecy, is taking us through an amazing exercise to help you identify what your passion is. So enjoy. Hi, I'm Natalie Ledwell and this is The Inspiration Show. And today my guest is the amazing Mr. Barnet Bain. How are you?
I'm so fabulous. I'm so thrilled to be here with you. Thank you for having me on for your listeners.
Very grateful that you're sitting down with me today because I know you've had an amazing journey, which I can't wait for you to share with everybody. So, first of all, let's just start with your story.
My story.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and do it really quick.
Okay.
When I was 12 years old, I was living in a small town in northern Quebec, a little French-Canadian town with 3,000 people. My dad was the local butcher, and my mom was a housewife. And one day they were out in the village, and I went through their drawers. You know, kids do that.
Yeah.
And what happened was every child's worst nightmare. I found my adoption papers. I had no idea that I had been adopted. And that was my first experience of a story, and in this particular case, the kind of story that is held as a secret. And it was profound for me. I thought, wow, this must be so terrible. If it had been repressed and hidden for so long, it must be a terrible, terrible thing. What does that mean about me? Some years later came the summer of love. I'm that old. And that was a time where there was lots of illicit substances and wild sex, and I wasn't getting any wild sex, but I did experiment with some. I was a little too young to actually be successful in it, but I did have some experiences that were unfortunate. I wasn't capable of handling some of these experiences, and they opened up my subconscious mind and my unconscious mind in ways that I was totally unprepared for. And up came so much negativity and shame and feelings very constricted feelings and thoughts that I held about myself, and like some kind of toxic oil well blowout. And that was my initiation into a second kind of story and secret, and in this case these were the secrets that we hold from ourselves.
Right.
And those two big story experiences were the headwaters, I guess we could say, of what has become my life's mission and purpose, which is to become very intimate with stories, my own and for others.
Right.
And by unpacking those stories, we gain more and more freedoms. We become free. We can become free of the plot lines that we live into.
I know, because that's the thing. Our whole existence is fueled and lived by these stories that are passed down. Like, you know, we were talking about Miguel Ruiz before in the Four Agreements. He's talking about, you know, how our whole life is built on these stories that our parents were told, that their parents were told, their parents were told, that really are not true. You know?
That's absolutely so. I call it structured imagining. We are raised in environments where we are which cause us to be the products of our parents' stories, other people's songs, other people's movies, other people's television, other people's beliefs, other people's religions and expectations. And it becomes quite sobering when we mature, when we become seasoned enough as spiritual people to begin to ask some very unsettling questions, like how many of these thoughts that I have are mine, and how many of these beliefs that I have are they true, or are they opinions, and how many of those are original with me?
Right.
Those hard questions are the beginning of liberation.
Right. So what is it that you do now?
I'm best known as a filmmaker. I've made a number of movies. Oscar winner, What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams, and The Celestine Prophecy, and Homeless to Harvard, and Quantum Project, and a number of others. I'm engaged in doing a few. There's a few that are coming up and that I'm very excited about. I am also a radio host. I have a show called Cutting Edge Consciousness on KKZZ AM in Southern California. I'm looking forward to having you on soon as a guest, so I hope you'll all tune into that. I have a small coaching practice as well for people that are committed to high performance. I am involved in doing creativity seminars and creativity trainings. I do leadership work, leading from the edge programs for corporations. It sounds like a whole lot of very different, diverse kinds of things, and it's really one jewel of unpacking story against the backdrop of the conscious journey. It's like a diamond, and I turn that diamond around and I look at it from this facet to this facet to this facet to this facet, and it is my joy and passion in life.
Right. Because you know, in my top 5 movies, What Dreams May Come is in my top 5.
I love you.
I love that movie. If you haven't seen it, What Dreams May Come, it stars Robin Williams, and that whole visual that you have of heaven as one of her paintings, and oh my God, I get goosebumps when I think about it.